just a bill. Yes, I'm only a bill, and I'm sitting here on Capitol Hill. Well, it's a long, long journey to the capital city. It's a long, long wait while I'm sitting in committee. But I know I'll be alone. Yeah, yeah, 'cause I hope and pray that I'll be. But today I'm just
Good morning. This is Bill Scher on the LiberalOasis radio show. Another great Saturday. Hope you're doing good, digging out of that another glorious snow and savoring another fascinating week in politics. I think the first time I've actually been right this election season. Last week I thought that Obama was going to break the deadlock after winning the Potomac primaries, and it seemed to be after a giant win in Wisconsin of 17 points, a sense that he is the undisputed frontrunner, and with not a lot of time for Senator Clinton to make up lost ground. Later in the broadcast, we'll be talking to Matt Glazer of Burnt Orange Report, the preeminent Texas blog, and his sense of how the Texas primary due on March 4th is going to shape up. But before then, because Obama now has a clear lead, and because it is hard to see, barring an unexpected bombshell of some sort, how she could make up the difference at this point, you are starting to see the Republican conservative attack machine turn its sights on Obama. If you read Paul Krugman's columns, he would talk about how Obama supporters should not think that he is immune to right-wing attacks. I don't think any Obama supporters ever really did. They are certainly to be expected, and now we're going to see them. They had their script down for Clinton. They're still drafting it for Obama, and we're seeing the first draft this week by your favorite of mine, Karl Rove, who has a couple perches now in the media. He is now an op-ed writer for the Wall Street Journal, for Newsweek. It's on Fox News. Some might say that's just a lateral shift down the hall from working in the White House. Nevertheless, so he has an op-ed a couple days ago in the Wall Street Journal, Obama's New Vulnerability, saying that things drastically changed after Tuesday night because of his victory speech that he delivered in Houston after he won the Wisconsin primary. I'll read you some of his genius. John McCain took on Obama, declaring that he would oppose eloquent but empty calls for change. McCain raised questions about Obama's fitness to be commander-in-chief, pointing to Obama's unnecessarily saber-rattling at an ally, Pakistan, while appeasing our adversaries, Iran and Syria. McCain made it clear that reining in spending and McCain strengthened Obama weakness would be a key issue. So these are the kind of attacks we're going to start to see. Going after Obama, I know, and George Bush has done this too, because Obama has said on the diplomatic front that he would meet with our enemies like Iran. But he also said that if we had actionable intelligence against al-Qaeda in the border region of Pakistan and the Pakistani government would not act, that he would act. That is being interpreted now by Karl Rove as saber-rattling. Rove not being one for irony or shame or hypocrisy. You know, this is the best that they have. Obama makes a common sense point that if you have actionable intelligence against a terrorist organization and your so-called ally is not helping, you're going to do the job yourself. That now is saber rattling. Now, McCain himself said he was going to bomb Pakistan as if he was going to start a war with Pakistan. These are the kinds of things that they have to come up with because they don't have obvious openings. Rove continues that McCain can question Obama's promise to change Washington by working across party lines, because he hasn't worked across party lines since coming to town, ignoring his partnership with Dick Lugar on dealing with loose nuclear material, something that George Bush has not taken care of himself. McCain can question Obama's declaration. This is Karl Rove. McCain can question Obama's declaration they won't be beholden to lobbyists and special interests. After Obama's laundry list of agenda items on Tuesday night, McCain can ask why. If Obama rejects the influence of lobbyists, he has not worked with any lobbyists from the left fringe of the Democratic Party. Why is he doing their bidding on a range of issues? Perhaps because he occupies the same liberal territory as they do. The truth is that Obama is unwilling to challenge the special interests as if they represent the financial and political muscle of a Democratic left. Now, I do not believe that one needs to prove themselves to not be a liberal to win the presidency. I think that Rove is trying to box Obama in to say and try to create divisions between him and liberals in the Democratic Party. But this just sort of shows the lack of adherence to facts that Rove is using for his analysis. Because already in the primary, he has talked about things that are not embraced by certain unions, not embraced by liberal voters. He has expressed qualified support for nuclear power. He has expressed merit pay for teachers. He did not support an absolute immediate withdrawal from Iraq. He wants to do it gradually. That upsets some folks on the left. You know, these are not things that I necessarily support myself. But it's going to be very easy if McCain is in a debate with Obama and says, you do not separate from the special interest on the left, Obama can very easily say, well, here's the things where I do. And then be able to pivot and say, this is the kind of silly attack politics that everyone's sick and tired of. And I don't know if Karl Rove thinks he's got the goods and has just been so sloppy and not done the research, or he thinks that the facts don't matter and you can just level these attacks as if it's 1984 or 1988 and it's not going to matter what the facts are. But it strikes me as being amazingly amateurish. Yeah, and I never was one to think that Karl Rove was at all brilliant a strategist in the first place. Now, this is a guy that put a lot of money and effort into trying to win California in 2000, only to get beat by double digits, and would have lost the presidential election if not for the efforts of the Supreme Court. So this is not a guy who I think we have to worry about as having some brilliant scheme to take down Obama. He laid out what presumably be the best that he had and came up way short.